Hey, Raindrops. Yes. So as you know, my podcast, Reality with the King, is on tour. And my next stop is live in New York City with the one, the only Queen of New Jersey, Teresa Giudice. Yes, on Tuesday, June 18th at the City Winery, Teresa Giudice and I will have a live conversation in front of a live audience. Make sure you get your tickets now. Log on to my website, kingdomrainint.com. Hit the tab that says tour, and me and Teresa Giudice cannot wait to see you on Tuesday, June 18th in New York City.
DC's in the building. Wow, y'all showed out on Mother's Day, honey. How many mothers do we have in the building? Happy Mother's Day. So y'all want to spend y'all day having fun, getting drunk, being messy with me, get some tea, throw a little slight shade, okay? You said what? Yeah! Ashley Silva's here, honey. Don't you worry. We got the ladies. But no, listen. All jokes aside, Mother's Day is one of the most beautiful holidays in the world because I love you too, baby. We all know at the end of the day, without women, we are nothing. Okay? Especially when it comes to mothers. You mothers are the backbones to society, and I love each and every one of you all so very much. All right, okay. Where my raindrops at? All right, but listen, y'all are also here to see the ladies, the mothers, baby, of Love and Marriage DC. Okay? Because, baby, these ladies, baby, give it up for Ashley Silva, Erana Tyler, and Joi and Carmen. Give it up for Carlos Angels.
Happy Mother's Day!
Yes, honey.
Happy Mother's Day, everybody!
Shout out to all the bonus moms out there in the building tonight.
Ladies, you have a sold-out show in D.C. at the prestigious Howard Theater. These ladies and even a lot of husbands are here too. That brought
yes
to stand up. What a husbands at who brought their wives.
Yes.
There we go. Represent. I love it. Because black men don't cheat. So you know what I'm saying? I just you know, right? He better not. No, I know, honey. I know. But no, shout out to all the husbands who decided to spend Mother's Day with other mothers. I love you guys too. But give it up for DC3. Now, as I've stated, today is Mother's Day. So we're gonna have a lot of surprises tonight. Cause you know, Raindrops, you know how I roll. I like to surprise the girls. I love to gag the girls. But no, listen, I wanted to honor the three of you with the people who love you guys the most in this world, besides your husbands, but you know, the kids and your mom, obviously, because listen, tonight is a celebration. It's a celebration of the three of you. You three have brought this Love and Marriage franchise to a whole nother level. Okay, a very spicy level. But I want to, let's talk about just what this show has brought to your lives. So let me start with you, Ashley Silva.
Why? Why?
Why not, honey?
Oh, God.
So the thing about you is this. You were born to be on reality television.
I was born to be on television. Period.
So, but talk to me about the process of when you got the opportunity to be on this show and how that came about.
I feel like Monique had gave me a call. She told me, Carlos King was doing a show about marriages, and I had to convince Quick to be a part of the show because Quick said, hell no, absolutely not. I don't want to do this. But after a while, he kind of gave in, and a couple weeks later, I feel like we were filming.
Was it everything that you thought it was going to be?
Absolutely not. It is nothing that I thought it was going to be. I think so many people think they know what reality TV is. They think that we know what we're getting ourselves into. It is not. It's a tiny bit of what I thought because I know people who have been on reality TV before. But when you're in it, when it's you, when you are living your life versus when you watch it back on TV, it's not. It's something completely different, child.
And what about you, Raina? How did you get the call to the Monique Samuels? Which, by the way, happy Mother's Day, Monique Samuels.
Yes.
So, did you ever think in your life that you would be on a reality TV show?
Absolutely not. But my husband did. He always was saying this family was a different dynamic, and he wanted everyone to see the Tyler family. So I didn't think we was, but my husband had better dreams and bigger dreams for our family. Yes. And when we got the call, Monique called us just like she called Ashley and said, we're pitching a show in D.C., Carlos King. Of course, we love Carlos. And Oprah Winfrey Network, like who wouldn't want to do Oprah Winfrey Network? We all love Oprah. But just like Ashley was saying, my husband was like, reality TV, Carlos King.
Ooh, is that Shade Phaedra?
Messy Carlos.
A little Carlos King ain't never hurt nobody.
But of course we agreed, as you can see. But I just never thought, because I was federal government worker, entrepreneur, just never thought about I never thought that I was going to be on TV or our family. But it's a blessing. We're here.
And Joy, you were on a dating show. I keep getting it confused. I'm like, is it Family Feud?
Well, at least we get paid on the game show. You know what I'm saying? Sure.
Sometimes I get confused, honey. Is it Let's Make a Deal? Okay, so you were it's all fun shade, y'all. Yes. You know how that goes. So you were on Ready to Love.
Yes.
Okay, Ready to Love has a follow. Oh! Okay!
So sweet!
Happy Mother's Day.
Well, hi, Clifton.
Well, we need 4 glasses.
Oh wait, is that liquor? Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Well, thank you, Clifton. Okay. So you were. By the way, I only call him Clifton. Right? It's the best in the world. But you auditioned for Ready to Love, got the gig. You met your husband, who came out to bring you flowers. And is that about a Riesling? What is that, baby?
It's a bottle of, the name is a trip. It's called Head Snapper.
Oh!
It's a Prosecco.
Are we snapping heads tonight?
We need 4 champagne flutes.
Okay, because we'll be toasting.
That we made it here today.
Yes, we did.
We are grateful to be here today.
So doing Ready to Love and doing Love and Marriage DC. Talk to me about the difference between both shows, because this audience, they love both of those shows as well.
Well, we all know Ready to Love, it's not a competition, but at the end of the day, your goal is to find someone who you want to be with. Right? But people also get eliminated, and they don't dig very deep into your life and who you are. You also don't really see how you interact with other people socially and all that kind of stuff, because the goal is, I don't have to befriend any of the women. My goal is something with a man. Love and Marriage DC, completely unscripted. Ready to Love is edited for television. Not sure if you knew that. Oh, you might want to have to take. Oh, you brought the flutes? Oh, yes. Pop the bottle. Mazel tov. But no, Ready to Love is edited for television. Love and Marriage DC and all of Carlos's franchises it's not edited. You are seeing the narrative as the narrative is, and for time's sake, you're going to see what happens amongst the couples and amongst the individuals, the ladies, the men. That's the difference. We have a chance to sit here and really show who we are. However, Carlos,
now why am I in it?
I got the however. Sometimes the drama will supersede the deepness within all of us. Because I think we all have things to share and show, but the drama, which may be entertaining to all of you, will literally take precedence, and it'll focus on that just a little bit more than who we really are as individuals.
Well, and that's the thing. No, I'm glad we're bringing that up, because I think the one thing the audience knows about the shows is the fact that, listen, we all like a little mess, don't we? Because God knows if all they did was have cocktails, brunches, y'all be like, cancel this motherfucking show. I ain't trying to see all this shit. Ain't that right, Ashley?
Carlos like more mess than a little bit, okay?
For like 8 episodes.
Let's be real with that. It's not a little bit of mess.
Is it me or the audience likes it more?
It is.
Thank you,
Carlos.
I mean, you guys really do like the mess. One of the things, and Carlos, you and I have talked about this, is our first season, which I liked a lot better than season 2, people said it was boring. Everywhere we go, we said it was boring, but it was more so about the couples, seeing the real love, seeing the real family dynamics, seeing us build friendships. I love that aspect of it. We got so much feedback saying that it was boring, and that is very disheartening when you guys are asking to see Black excellence, and we're trying to give you Black excellence, but it's like they sitting there talking about they love each other. They sitting there talking about they had problems years ago. Like what? Like go to Lifetime. For
not
that?
Lifetime.
Go to
see,
TV.
See, look,
Go
no,
to
this the
TV.
thing. No,
That was Marcella. That was Marcella right there.
Season 1
See?
or season 2?
No, hold on.
Season 2?
Okay, okay. I want to do a poll. So, all of y'all saw season 1 and season 2, right? Okay, clap if you loved season 1. Clap if you love season 2.
Y'all welcome. Y'all very
You better
welcome.
work it.
Carlos, you ain't do nothing.
You better work it.
What you clapping for? I'm sorry.
Yes, these knees still work. So this is the thing. Because, no, we love all the girls, right? And we love all the shows. But I told y'all, they're going to have a real conversation, baby. There's going to be a good Mother's Day brunch for the girls.
What is it that you like season 2 versus season 1?
Oh, my gosh, she's my call. No, listen. I was just about to go there. So let's, in the words of Carlos King, let's what? Have a real conversation. Thank you. These are my people. Now, look. Season 1, I loved as well, right? Season 2, they were way more activated because I'll ask the 3 of y'all, and I want y'all to keep it all. We're going to be real tonight, right?
Thank God. Can we?
Oh!
Because
Can we?
it's been a little fake to me, so I would love to keep it real.
When Monique, okay. So we all know that Monique Samuels started season 1, right? Now, season 2, Monique did not come back season 2. Now, I want you guys to talk to the audience about this. I already know the answer. Did y'all feel the pressure going into season 2, knowing that Monique Samuels was not going to be a part of it?
What we learned after season 1 is every single thing we do, say, how we breathe, if we blink too fast, if we cough, if we roll our eyes, like the audience is going to dissect it. You know, your contact could be dry, child, and they're going to tell you mad because you having problems at home with your spouse. So I just think season 1, we were really new, and we were getting comfortable with having cameras in our faces for 8 hours, like a day. It's a very grueling, it's a job, and it is grueling to have cameras and mic men and producers and other people. And then when we're trying to have our regular lives, not only are the cameramen staring at us, if we're at a bar, everybody at the bar staring at us like, what they doing? That's just, that's just not normal life. It is something that you have to get accustomed to.
And coming into season 2, did you ladies feel like, and obviously, Joi, I want to hear from you, coming from one show to another and coming into an already established show, was it pressure just you guys put on yourselves, like, second season, let's definitely, after what we saw how it was, and now that we're more comfortable, was it much more of a conscious decision to be like, I got the hang of this now, and let me show more of what I would like to be shown, and let's have these conversations that may be tougher than what we had last season?
I definitely felt more comfortable with the cameras in our household and just following us around. Because you got to think, when I thought about reality TV before we started filming season 1, I thought they were going to follow us around every day, all day. Me going out jogging, me going to the grocery store. Like, I never knew that we had scenes. I didn't know that, every day we would have a schedule for the week. I didn't know how that, normally went. But I was like, listen. Like Ashley said, it's a lot with the cameras in your face all day long, doing the scenes and stuff like that. It was just a lot for us.
And I think something that people don't know for us, we didn't feel a certain way coming back without Monique, because we technically didn't come back without Monique. We didn't find out Monique wasn't filming with us until about 2-3 weeks in. We had a conversation before we started filming that she told us, she told Erana and I she wasn't coming back to the show. And then she said a couple weeks later she was coming back to the show.
We were supposed to
We
have
got
a scene
schedules.
with her.
Yeah, we got our schedule. She was on the schedule.
Mm-hmm.
She was supposed to be at, I think the first event was Jason's going away
trunk
party. And then the pink party, she texted while we were at the pink party saying she couldn't get a sitter or something. And we were like, okay. So now we're 2 weeks in. So we didn't come back thinking Monique was not a part of the show.
We were clueless.
Obviously, if there's a lot of us in here who still love Monique, and I've said this once, I've said before, obviously, I appreciate everything she brought to the show. Speaking with the show, though, so obviously, this show is a spinoff of Love and Marriage Huntsville, right? Okay? Now, when it came to Huntsville, because Huntsville has a lot going on. There's cheating scandals, there's side orders, there's producers sleeping with somebody's ex.
There's
Messy
mug
as hell.
shots.
Messy as hell, Carlos.
Go ahead. Hold on, let me finish now, Ashley.
I was going to say, you want my opinion or not?
Oh, I do. We're going to get it. So obviously, Huntsville is the spinoff. I mean, Huntsville started the show. Then we had DC next. And, Huntsville has a lot going on. There's a lot going on in Huntsville. When it came to Huntsville, though, was there moments where you guys felt like, Huntsville is a situation. Thank you. And I hope that we ain't got to compete with that. Was that something that circulated in the mind?
No, I had never watched Huntsville before. I had never watched it before we started the show. Shine a light on this one. Hey, Miss Wanda. Let me tell y'all this. I met Miss Wanda in Huntsville, actually, last summer.
Everybody welcome Miss Wanda. Stand up, Miss Wanda. We got got Miss Wanda in the building.
Yes.
Happy Mother's Day, Miss Wanda.
Happy Mother's Day.
But no, I hadn't watched Huntsville. My mom actually had, when I was telling her about the show, she told me she had watched Huntsville and she told me to go watch it, and I did. I never felt like we needed to compete with them because I just felt like we were such a different demographic. They're more rural area. We're more, we're a city. I just thought that we were just a different dynamic. In our show, we weren't built-in friends, and I thought that was also something that was special about us as well. That we didn't have these 20 years, of friendship built in.
I felt that we had pressure because they the #1 show on OWN. I was like, now how we going to compete with this show? They got all the drama, all the mess. And then Monique left for season 2. I was like, oh, Lord, now what? So, yeah, I watch Huntsville faithfully. And I love your daughter.
Well, I never thought that way. Look, the only competition you have is yourself.
So, Ashley, how do you feel about what's going on in Huntsville now? We have a producer named Sonny, a former producer, right, who married.
Boo, right? That's a boo. Y'all want boo some? Let's boo that. Boo. But no, so for context, I don't think a lot of people understand what our producers' jobs are. So when they're saying this is Destiny's producer, we all have different producers assigned to us. These are the people who are with us the most. We talk to them every single day. We giving them all our business. So even if you aren't necessarily friends with them, you are developing a friendship where you are giving them your most intimate details of your life. And that to see not only, so her effed up part and his effed up part, because I feel like a lot of people are giving Sonny the blame. Whatever her and Moses, I don't even like their names, Sonny and Moses. I don't.
What's wrong with the name, Sonny?
I just don't like them. I just don't like it. But whatever's going on with them, it's unprofessional, as that being her job. But then on the show, I'm like, so she got to be unprofessional and then get rewarded as a cast member?
Right.
Let's talk about it.
Let's have a conversation.
No,
Let's have a conversation. Carlos.
I will agree with Ashley on that part. You telling me you get to be unprofessional and you get a confessional.
That was good. Okay. Okay. Is that a question that all of you guys had too?
Yeah. That was totally effed up.
So let me explain to y'all what happened, okay? Okay, no, I'm gonna tell you. Y'all know me, right? I keep it real, right? So y'all know, because I ain't got to lie, Craig. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna keep it a buck. So Sonny was a producer that worked last season and the season before that, right? Okay, so as all of my Huntsville watchers, as you know, Moses never came on the show, right? So I'm gonna tell y'all the whole story, cause honey, it's me. So Sonny was a producer for last season and the season before, and she has other credits for shows she's done. So Ashley is right. When you are a producer, like I was Nene Leakes' producer, right? Okay? So Ashley is right in the sense of you are literally in their business. So every season, you have like a 4 to 5 month hiatus on average, depending. Ashley, shut up. Depending.
I didn't even have to say nothing.
I said
on average. Now, last time I checked how to do an average, 12 months plus. Divided by.
Not divided by. Carry the one. Okay, so when Sonny and Moses started dating, and I'm going to tell y'all everything, and y'all get to get it exclusively, okay? Because I was going to say it before the reunion, but this is a live reunion too. Okay, so when Sonny was dating Moses, she was not working on the show at all. She wasn't working on the show. when I found out they got married, because again, I found out on the blogs. I'm like, because they said your producer married Destiny's man. I'm like, what producer married Destiny's man? Then I saw what was going on. So she wasn't, when she married Destiny's man, she wasn't on the show. Okay? Now, real talk, she did ask to get, if she could come back to the show. And I said, well.
And what you say?
Sure, come on back.
So this is the thing.
Carlos!
No, I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna gag y'all some more. So Moses was never on the show. He was never featured on the show. He didn't hold a peach. He wasn't a cast member, right? And when they were doing their dalliances, whatever you call it, child, it was off season. Now, when she wanted to come back, obviously.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
No. Listen, I'm not saying what's right or wrong. I'm saying about me rewarding her. I didn't reward anybody. She couldn't come back to the show's producer. That was a no. You can't
come back as a producer. She can come back as a castmate.
She could come back as a friend to the show, but no. Guys, I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm not saying it's right or wrong.
Messy part is not that now a producer is on the show. The messy part is that a producer is on the show now married to a castmate's ex.
Who has so much information. Like so many tools in this. And then, so this is me not knowing what was taken out.
No, go ahead.
But the level of betrayal. I know about betrayal. Thinking somebody is my friend, but ain't really my friend.
Woo, don't y'all know about that? That's all this is.
I'm just saying. They got so much ammunition, so much information. Good Lord.
That sounds personal.
Yes. And it is. But that's how we understand, and that's how we connect, and that's why we love the show, and that's why we watch the shows, because we can connect. And we could be like, oh, hell no.
Look,
that wasn't right.
Joy, you welcome.
Thank you, friend. Thank you.
I spotted it a mile away.
You sure did. Thank you, friend.
So
and so did my other friends.
Since you brought it up, would y'all like to know what's going on with Joi and Clifton and Carmen?
What was the question?
So when we're talking about Sunny and Moses and Destiny, is it?
Don't say her name.
Why not?
I rebuke that name in the name of Jesus.
Carmen.
Not Carmen Camille.
I rebuke that name. That's right.
So
what we do when we hear that name, what we do, y'all? That's right.
She ain't my friend. Y'all know. Let's not throw that out there, because y'all know damn well. Honey, you can be on a podcast all day long. I've been on plenty of podcasts. They ain't my friends.
So Joi, when you hear about the Sunny Moses Destiny, is it familiar territory about your experience with the Clifton, Carmen of it all, in terms of, did you feel like somebody was pretending to be your friend?
Yes. Well, I didn't equate the two, but what I understand is the level of you having a connection in a relationship with someone, sharing as much as you have, and knowing that that person knows how you feel, how you move, how you groove. Yet, when I heard her say, I don't owe her loyalty, that's exactly what Carmen did at the reunion. That was exactly what she did. She, regardless of however she felt about Clifton, it was like, F Joi, I didn't owe her nothing. No, ma'am, you do, because you can't have no relationship with him without me. So every time you hear her name, you do what? That's right.
This is a DC. You guys are by far the shadiest audience I've had on this tour.
No, y'all
far.
really are the loyal and the realists out here. Real recognize real, right?
All right, this is a rambunctious audience. Okay, this is what DC brings. Okay, I love it. All right, well let's. Okay, but all jokes aside, when the audience saw Joi, your confessional, and you were so emotional about what was going on in your marriage at the time and your friendships with Carmen at the time, you know, even Dr. Heavenly Child, you know, was really like, they got Carlos, that's why these bitches, y'all know Dr. Heavenly. You know, she felt even strongly about it. When you watched that at home, what was going through your mind? Because not even at home, when you watch it at the reunion, let me start there first. You had no idea we was about to play that. What was going through your mind when you watched? Were you like, this fucker Carlos, you mother?
No, it really was like, that's some real shit. Like, that's real. Like, there are moments in your relationship. Fuck her. I don't care about her. We're talking about between Clifton and I. Every relationship has, you know, there are things where everything is not perfect, and there's no way in the world we can go through life thinking that it is. You know, seeing it, I'm thinking like, well, shoot, maybe if you didn't hear me, you receive it when you see it right here, because that was real. You made a point on with Dustin, that confessional was shot later, and how I felt, I mean, that was true. That was genuine. That's the realness of it all. And fuck her. I guess. Y'all keep talking about it like y'all want her here. Like, stop. Is that so let's not bring her up in the audience. If Carlos bring her up, he bring her up. But don't y'all keep bringing her up. You hear what I'm saying? Shoot. We talk about manifestation. Words have power. Stop talking about her.
Welcome Carmen to the stage, everybody.
But no, it was, I didn't feel like, oh, this is Carlos being messy. Because one thing is, with Huntsville, I have always admired Kimmy. I've always admired Kimmy and Maurice, and how Kimmy has always been able to articulate how she feels and what's going on in their relationship. And Maurice always being very understanding, you know, and there was a moment she felt like she wasn't protected, that he didn't have her back, and he really acknowledged that. And again, it was one of those, like, as a man, you know, sometimes they just don't realize it. They just don't know. And sometimes they just really have to hear it from another platform, not face to face, but to see it somewhere else where other people get to see it. And like, that stuff is real. It is. And that probably was like the realest thing that was able to be shown. We had real moments now. It's just that other things took precedence during the season. But for us, for Clifton and I, that was a moment. And all relationships have moments. Yeah.
How are things now between you and Clifton?
Oh, they're better. They're better. Clifton, how you doing, baby? I see you back there. Look back there, y'all. You see him?
So, Joi, one more question with that. Is Clifton and Carmen friends today?
Hell fucking no. Not now, not never. I'll be damned. Do you hear what I'm saying? No.
Wait, the door is closed?
The door had been closed since last year. It's closed. Nene Leaks closed. Cemented, put the brick, all of that stuff, closed. Italian Mafia closed. Do you hear what I'm saying? Bury the body closed. It's closed, baby. It's closed. Don't even bother to come back. Don't make no attempt. Don't send a signal. No smoke clouds. None of that. It's over.
I guess it's over.
I'm not here. We're not here to destroy lives. You hear what I'm saying? I've been real nice. Real nice. And it's a Sunday. I'm going to try to remain very, very nice.
So, Erana, or should I say Miss Cleo? Because you said you saw this coming.
Absolutely, I saw it coming. And I can remember the day that I called my producer. I was out running, and I was like, you know what?
You were out running?
I was running, and I was like, I got to make this call. So what I saw, it was so important. I had to stop my run to make this call to my producer. And I saw the videos that Carmen had posted on her Instagram page. And it was with Clifton, and it was just her and Clifton. And it was not just one time, it was multiple times in different clothes. So they were going back to the same location. And she was being very inappropriate, like touching his beard. And the comments were like, y'all a cute couple. They never addressed, like no one addressed it. Where's Joi? No one's addressing it. So I was like, that's so inappropriate for a woman to be out with someone's husband. Joy's not there. But she was being very touchy-feely in the videos. So I was like, this doesn't look right, and I let Joi know. I called the producer. I was like, we're going to have to talk about this because this is very inappropriate. A woman who's been married for almost 30 years, experience, been there, done that. Not a perfect marriage, but we here today. We love each other. Yes, I do. So I feel it's my responsibility for those who are brand new in marriage, not to tell them what to do, but just give them some advice. Like, look, I've been there. I'm going to tell you, how you can handle certain situations. You can take it or you can leave it. I didn't tell her what to do. I just told her what I saw and that it was very inappropriate. It was inappropriate, right? Yeah.
So, Erana, what do you have to say when some of the people like, Irana's messy, she's meddling in the middle?
They said that. My husband even said it. He was like, mind your business. That's their business. That's their relationship. But I'm just not that person.
And I'll be very, very honest. She said something so my core friends, my friends who were on the show, Danelle, she's in the building. My tight friends who have known me for over 15, 20 years never liked Carmen. None of them liked her at all. But I am trusting my husband's discernment, and I'm going with his lead. You feel what I'm saying? I'm like, okay. But mind you, a person can be as good as they can be for but so long. And I never had a moment with Carmen in which I was just like, ooh, this wasn't, ooh, this. I didn't have that moment. Now, I saw moments with other people, but it wasn't a moment with me. And it wasn't a moment with Clifton. And when it came to business, Carmen was about her shit. And I would not lie about that. She was about her business gung-ho. However, you can only maintain that for but so long. And let me tell you, these cameras are addictive, baby. Like, they are so addictive. When people will sit there, go in the comments and say, ooh, she good for TV. She said, oh, I'm going to make my moment. I'm going to make my moment right now because at the end of the day, I don't really fuck with Joi. I fuck with him. And she did that. And it's like, it's okay. It's not that I'm completely reserved or I'm not unaware. My thing is that I always allow you to be you. And at some point, you're going to trip and fall. It's not me to expose you. Everyone who is not supposed to be a part of my life, they are out of my life on their own. And that's exactly what happened. I never did it. But what I truly appreciate is everyone who has loved and supported me, Erana, for sitting there saying what she said. Because when that happened at Jamie's retirement party, honey,
talk about that.
It happened on a Saturday. I sat there and reached out to Carmen on a Sunday. On a Sunday, she was avoiding me. Erana hit me up on a Tuesday. It was like, girl, guess what happened?
So the day of Jamie's retirement, when we were filming, and she sat there and said, Carmen sat there and said, well, Joi and I are not best friends. Me and her husband are best friends. Going on and on. So when the cameras wrapped up, camera crew went away. She came up to me and said, I guess you got a lot to tell Joi, huh? Ooh. I said, I sure do. The next day, I called my producer. I said, I'm giving you 2 days to set me up with a conversation on camera, because they want everything filmed, with Joi.
Yes, we do.
To let her, because I got in trouble so many times because I did stuff without being filmed. So I was like, I give you 2 days. Set me up. I need to have a conversation and let her know what Carmen said at the retirement party. It never came because we were close to the end of filming. I called Joi. I was like, I'm going to tell you what happened. Because I could not let her go a whole season and not know that this girl was doing this behind her back. I was like, no, we're not doing that. We're not going to wait until it air on TV. And what kind of friend am I going to be? Like, no, I'm not.
I'm driving from Baltimore on a gig. She tells me, I said, oh, hell no. I blocked that bitch so quick. I was like, bro. Sent the message, I no longer wish to do your services. This, I wish you the best to her and the other little PR person. I was like, nope, it was a wrap. So when they sit there and say, is the door closed? The door was closed in March of last year.
So, Ashley, what do you think about Carmen?
One thing I do want to say, I mean, at this point it doesn't matter, but I remember at the beginning of the season I would say, like it seemed as though Joi and I had no type of anything, any type of relationship. I'm about to answer if you shut the fuck up. All right. So when one of the first times when Joi and I had hung out, I asked her about Carmen. I was like, I remember asking, like, do your friends like her? Have you met your other friends? Why is her and your husband always around each other? I asked her those questions. And this is before we started filming. Joi didn't have an issue with it, so I wasn't ever going to bring it up again. In my real life, I've said everybody on Ready to Love, I feel like, likes the camera a little bit more than other shows. They like to go from this show to that show, and I think that's a lot. So my feelings haven't changed with Carmen from that. We're not friends. I'm a Scorpio, not a snake, babe, because this stinger will come out. I don't hiss. I come direct. Oh.
Okay, so I want to shift gears a little bit. You know, one thing that we did see this season was each one of y'all were dealing with a lot that was going on in the marriage, right? There was a lot of personal stuff going on in terms of the relationship that we were able to kind of see on a much deeper level. Ashley, I want to start with you. One of the things that was so interesting about your storyline this past season with Quick, was the feeling like you're a single mom and you're always at home because you got to deal with the kids, and you know you deal with this very severe case of sleep apnea, and you feel like you just don't know how long you can go on with the situation the way it was at the time. How are things for you right now?
Things are a little bit better, but the truth is, Quick does have a very demanding job and schedule. He is on the radio. We have multiple businesses. He does do clubs. Quick is basically a daggone political figure at this point. So I think that when we look at other people's jobs, whether, you know, people who have 9 to 5s, we are expecting them to be gone from 9 to 5. Quick does not have a 9 to 5. And it is very difficult sometimes, but that's the way it has been our entire relationship. And I've always made a point to, you know, make sure that I'm supporting him in that.
One of the things that we did see in today's Mother's Day was learning the backstory of your relationship with your mother and the stuff you had to deal with as a teenage girl, you know, pretty much raising yourself at that point. And your mom did not like the fact that it was shown on TV, child. The church was pissed. And because, you know, when the thing is, everybody watches the show, child, and then, you know, a lot of that had to uncover. How is your relationship like now with your mother?
So I think that the show, whenever there's an issue, the show magnifies that issue. My mom is here. My mom has been around multiple. She's always around.
She's here today?
She's here today.
Hey, Mom, where's Mom at?
I don't know where
Hey, Mom, there she goes. Stand up, Mom. Happy Mother's Day.
Okay, outfit. But my mom's always around. She's around me and my friends more than I think most people's moms are. So I think that the general consensus from the show and the outside looking in was that I don't have a relationship with my mother. And that's not true. But it is true what I went through when I was 16 years old. And that did affect me, especially now with my son being the same age I was, when my mom did move out, I look at him and there's no way I could imagine. He can't raise himself. He's not even as mature and as smart as he is. He's still a child, And I think the discouraging thing is I've read comments that said, well, you wasn't no little girl. And I'm like, people who think like that, you are a part of the problem. If you think 16 is not a child, there are people who still have their kids 30 still living with them because you don't just at 18 become an adult. You still need your nurturing, your mother and your parenting. So, that's why I wanted that story to be out there because I do know so many people who had to start taking care of themselves really young. Outside of my husband, no one has ever paid a bill for me. I've never been able to go to anybody and ask anybody for anything in my entire life. So there are so many of us who've had to do that and had to, pull our own selves up. And that's just a story. And I feel like sometimes people look at it and think it's a joke. That shit ain't no joke. It's not a joke at all.
Did that impact the way you parent your daughter?
Oh, it is. Me and my daughter are extremely close. I'm an overcompensator just in life in general, but with my kids, I am definitely an overcompensator, and I know that that's because I didn't feel like I had that from my father either.
Do you feel like you gave up your independence the moment you got married?
Yeah, but before I got married, I thought that I had to be such a great wife, a great mom. I never really had an ideal of what a good marriage was supposed to be. So I felt like overly supporting my kids. I thought that that's what I was supposed to do. And then I looked in
Simmer down.
Later. Looking back now years later, I look and say like, okay, I could have done more for myself. I should have stood up more for myself.
So, Erana, I want to talk about you and Jamie. There were tons of conversation that was going on in terms of y'all marriage, things that happened in the past, and it seemed to always sort of, was brought up in these small cases, and you two would just go at it in front of poor mama. Is your mama here too?
Mama is here. Mama T.
Mama T.
Poor Mama T. She's somewhere in here.
Happy Mother's Day, Mama T. So talking about what you were going through with Jamie, how are things now with the two of you?
Well, now that he's fully retired, I thought it was going to be a little difficult, but he's busy. Things are going great. Jamie has his hands in so much stuff. When he initially retired, he was resting and getting on my nerves, those type of things. Every time I wanted to go out, he'd be like, I'm going with you. Where we going today? What we doing tomorrow? But now he's busy. Like he's starting up a foundation, Jamie Tyler Foundation that we're working on. Yes. For mental illness for first responders. So he actually has a launch that we're going to be doing next Sunday. So he's actually launching it next Sunday. He's acting. He's still doing his parties, still being a great dad, taking us out, doing family stuff. Things are great. It's just the little things that I see sometimes, the Carmen situation. Boo, I'm sorry. It kind of sparked something. In that scene, it was like I wanted Jamie to give me a clear answer. Is it inappropriate, Jamie? And he was like, I don't want to have nothing to do with it. I'm out of it. That's their business. I'll say yes or no. And I just wanted to get a clear answer from him. And because he didn't do it, I got upset. And Mama T was in the store, and it went downhill from there.
Is Jamie eating the box?
Y'all nosy? Ask him.
That was
Jamie.
Right.
Jamie, are you eating the box?
Because, these are things that people want to know. So are you guys, more intimate? Are you caressing and enjoying it more?
We're having fun.
Okay, Carlos.
We're having fun.
Hey, no.
When we got married, of course, newlyweds, y'all humping every 5 minutes and having sex every 24 hours or more. But 30 years in, we not, come on now. Everybody, do I have people in here that's been married 20 plus years? Are y'all still having sex every day, every hour? No.
Them hands went down real quick. Like
You gotta be real, like, you gotta try new stuff and experiment and do all kinds of things. It's not easy. I love him. He's a very attractive, handsome. He done lost weight. He all bulked up and everything. So he's sexy as hell. We're having fun.
You guys are having fun.
We're having fun.
And y'all just came back from Belize. Oh, there he goes. Jamie wants to.
Oh, Lord. Hey.
Jamie Tyler.
I said.
Am I eating the box, Raina?
That's your question for you.
No, this is the answer relies right here.
You know what you did or not?
So he's doing better. He's doing better. Just say that he's doing better.
Okay. You're doing better.
He's doing better. He's doing better.
I got one word of advice for you, Jamie. No teeth. Okay?
No teeth.
Thank you, Jay. Everybody give it up for Jamie Tyler.
Oh,
See, y'all get a lot of stuff out of tonight. So when it comes to this season, I'm going to ask each one of y'all this, starting with Joi. Is there anything that happened this season that you regret?
No. I don't. It is what it is. The experiences are experiences. It is what it is. You know, at the end of the day, there isn't anything that I regret. Every time, wherever I am authentically me. I'm not guarded. It's just I'm here. But if I'm on the defense the whole entire time and we ain't having a good time, that ain't me. I'm Joi. I bring joy. Don't you like joy? Don't you like to laugh? Shoot, that's what I like to do. But if I'm in scenes where I gotta sit here and defend myself amongst 4 other people or 2 other people over some dumb shit that don't matter to me, you're not gonna get no personal joy. You're gonna get the defensive joy who doesn't give a fuck. That's one side. But we all have other sides. We all have fun sides. We got good sides. At the end of the day, I regret nothing. I was authentically me. I said what I said. There's nothing that I would take back. At the end of the day, all we have to do is continue to be better each day. And however we move forward, you know, we just have to be good about it, treat each other well, and treat ourselves well.
Okay, Erana.
So I do have something. I mean, the season was great, but I do have something that I do regret. And it's a regret saying at the reunion to Ashley.
You could have did this on the phone.
I want to do it here. I want to do it here in front of everyone.
No, let me tell y'all why. Erana and I really had built a friendship. And leading up to the reunion, even what was going on with me and Jamie, what you guys see on TV is not always is what it seems. Me and Jamie were bicker literally like brother and sister. Get out my face, Jamie. I don't want to talk. Next day, come here, Jamie. Let's talk. Like, we had that type of relationship. Me and Erana never had an issue. Even when we did have an issue, it was over within minutes. So at the reunion, I feel like you went entirely low. I felt like it was calculated and planned, Erana. I feel like you were listening to me. You were talking to talk. You weren't talking to understand and hear me at all.
Calm down, guys. These ladies haven't spoken since the reunion.
Right.
And how many of y'all want to hear this conversation? Thank you.
What do you jump up? What do you feel in your spirit when you jump up out the seat? What's in your spirit?
I am king. This is the kingdom, and we're going to reign. I have not even seen these ladies in the same room since the reunion, okay? And I know that a lot of you guys are fans of this show. And I know all of you guys are concerned about the future of the show and how people are able to move forward. And I'm not saying I'm a miracle worker, things will happen tonight. What I am saying, though, a conversation is about to be had, and the last thing that I need is a bunch of outbursts.
Hey, you said so, Ashley. Did I? Well, thank you. So, yes, I feel like at the reunion, Erana wasn't listening to hear me, to hear what I was saying. She already had her responses prepared. That's not genuine. That wasn't reality. That was rehearsed, and I did not like that. And then you kept going on, and I'm literally saying to you, Erana, I remember I had a point where I said, stop. Like, what are you doing? Like, stop. Because I would never disrespect you, your family, anything like that, as much as you know that I loved your family.
So what people don't know is the Twitter back and forth. Every 5 minutes you were on Twitter talking about my husband.
Were, Jamie. Okay.
But I wasn't. I wasn't on there.
Erana, and audience, if you guys are on Twitter, and
everybody
Jamie,
knows
you
that I post a picture
and
I jump off. I'm not on Twitter every 5 minutes.
Show.
Okay, but
no, this is the reason why I came to the reunion the way I was. Nothing was rehearsed. You told a best friend of mine that you did not like my husband.
Why?
Whatever y'all got going on, you said you didn't like my husband.
My husband
comes first.
Okay, Erana,
my husband
that is fine, but
is
why
like my
did
best
I say
friend.
it? Why did I say it? It was not out of the blue.
You know why he said it? Because he responded.
I've been going around. He's admitted to this. Anybody he saw, I had strangers.
But before
coming,
that, let's
me
talk about before that.
We can start at the very beginning.
How did the Twitter wars happen?
I will tell you. We finished filming. That Thursday, the teasers start coming out for the episode. That was the December holiday party. Under all those posts, Jamie is going in on me. And I'm like, I just saw Jamie 2 days ago. Me to y'all, love y'all, tell y'all we're going to do something at the house this weekend. So I'm very confused how 2 days later, he's now going in under posts. Under every comment section, every blogger section. So then on Twitter, things started escalating. Again, that's March. When I saw y'all, this is now like July. Yes, and it had still been going on and on and on. And I remember saying to you and Jamie on Twitter, y'all got my phone number. Y'all got my address. However y'all want to handle it, we can do it. But I ain't doing it on Twitter. Did you say that to him? I said it. I added Jamie, Tyler, and
I don't know what y'all were doing on Twitter because I'm not on there to watch everything. I do know that it was a Twitter war, and you know why it started.
I'm telling you why it started. It started because 2 days after I saw y'all, love y'all.
Yeah, but do you know why it started? Do you remember?
No, I don't. Erana, you're not listening.
The assistant that was talking about my family consistently.
She would talk about the show the same way y'all would because she was very confused the same way
but
a lot of my family
so first
was
of all,
confused.
on
ladies,
Twitter,
one at a time.
I'm not even active like that on Twitter. I post a picture and I jump off.
That.
Okay, so let's make it clear. I don't do that. The girl who's your niece went on Twitter consistently. Every episode was talking about me and my family. And I never said anything.
As everybody
I never
else
said,
would.
and I still got the receipts in my phone. I sent you
sound like winter right now.
And I have them. I had them. A text message from me and you.
Yeah, she still sound like her.
Do you remember the text message I sent you?
No, you didn't. You never sent me the text.
I sent you a text.
I
texted you.
Talked.
No.
I mean, text, yes.
Yes. So you remember what it said? I said, is on Twitter. She's been going on Twitter talking about me and my family consistently for a whole season. And I've never said anything. Do you remember that?
I remember.
And
you
I said, she's been talking about you and your family to my daughter, and I never brought it to your attention because I know how those age groups can be ungrateful. I said I was not going to say anything to you.
So you should have left it there.
I said the reason why we saying something.
Talk to me.
No, you said you was going to talk to her. I said you.
I don't know what I'm talking to.
I said it was bad stuff. I said whatever it was.
Okay,
I said it was really bad.
ladies. I know, but listen. I know.
Let me say something. Ashley, you gotta let this shit go.
Wait a minute, Jamie, please.
No. Let me say something.
No.
Hold on. Can I talk?
Ashley
Can I talk? Can I talk?
You can talk.
Can I talk? And then you can talk.
Be the HBIC
because
all you want.
Listen.
Be the HBIC all you want. And that's right. My husband is here too.
Hold on. I'm gonna say something real quick.
Y'all love to play Twitter. Love to play social media.
Baby, hold on. And this is, I stay out of all this. I'm probably the one person on this show that really don't do that, right? But what I always say,
don't give a fuck, don't need it.
Baby, quiet for 2 seconds. The issue, and Jamie, I'm gonna say this to you directly, Jamie. The issue is, let the women be women. Too many times, Jamie is in the women's comments tweeted. So, and then I've seen you make your remarks. This is what we signed up for. I didn't sign up to ever be on Twitter going back and forth with anybody. Jamie, that Twitter shit is literally what started all this shit. We were fine.
Let me say something.
And then Let the ladies be. It's reality TV for ladies.
Let me say this.
You started.
Hold on.
You started.
You need to check your wife.
Right. So listen.
You need to check your wife.
You ready? You ready? I got you. I got you.
I got mine.
I got you.
That's the problem.
I got you.
She say what she want to say.
I got you.
You don't address your wife.
I got you. Listen. I got you. Listen. Shh. Listen. We good. Ain't nobody fighting up here. We good. Right. Relax. Let me finish this. Ashley will tell you. I didn't sign up for reality TV to check my wife. I checked my wife on TV. Ashley will tell you.
What are you supposed to check me for?
So the difference is, when I check Ashley. It's been plenty of times when them cameras go off and me and Ashley have real moments.
The cameras got to see it though, quick.
TV.
We're filming a show.
You are.
We are.
Listen.
We're a cast.
But the difference is,
you got to handle that conversation on TV so they see it.
So listen,
Jamie Tyler for president, guys.
Motherfucking right.
Because I was raised.
This is corny.
Listen, how I was raised. The man protects and provides no matter what. So at the end of the day, I'm going to make sure my wife is good. I don't care what people think. I don't care what people think. I'm going to make sure I defend my wife and my family and my kids no matter what. Fuck the TV, all that. So when the moments happen on TV, I didn't sign up. I'm going to say, Ash, do your thing for TV. Off of TV, we can have those real conversations. So you're right. Maybe I shouldn't be on reality TV because I'm never going to check my wife or family on TV.
Drop Smike.
That sound good.
I want to talk. Good. Can I talk? It's my show. So look, I want to say this because I want the audience to know this. Simmer down. I'm talking now. Simmer down. Quick and Jamie are good. Okay? But show them that because they don't think otherwise.
Listen.
Right? I mean, it's like y'all don't want reality.
The reality is, and this is seriously, man, I'm actually disappointed because, like I said, the talents in the show really had a relationship. We allowed a TV show and fucking Twitter to break up some real shit. That's disheartening. This Twitter and reality TV shit broke up a real relationship.
So how can we get it back?
I don't know.
We can't.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. Let's address the elephant in the room.
What was it?
You're okay with your wife addressing a grown man. That part right there. You're
Joi,
okay.
Let's be real.
No, let's be real.
You've already said that before that basketball game, your husband came and right now, what
you're
the fuck
okay.
You want is another
You're okay with your wife addressing another man when you're not there.
Okay with. Watch
That's a real question.
That's it.
So if y'all want to keep pretending like that shit, y'all want to rob a man, yeah, too quick to hold his wife accountable. Like that corny bullshit. That shit sounds like somebody is.
And that has been the entire Twitter conversation for about 6 months.
No, nobody's
She's been talking to herself along with Winter.
Talking to Joy. Nobody's
talking and complaining about everything. And all you had to do was humble yourself.
Joi and Ashley.
We're going to move on.
There ain't nothing to move on from. We don't want to have honest conversations. So Raina and I were having a conversation. Joy wanted to insert herself. Had nothing to do with her. So let's move on.
Let's move on.
All right. Okay. So we're moving on.
I love you too.
We need music.
This is Love and Marriage DC. Round of applause.
We need some music.
Okay. So I will say this. I know y'all just got some real TV.
The realest she done been ever.
Ashley Silva, I'm speaking, love. Okay. So one of the things, because you know I have a few surprises. That wasn't one of my bucket list, child. Was it? That wasn't one at all. Because listen, we are all here to have fun. And I know that it's been months since the three of y'all seen each other, and there's a lot of questions and things you want to get off your chest, right? I will say this, and I'm going to move on. Or in the words of Heavenly, I'm going to say this. I'm a what? I love y'all so much. Y'all are my people. All jokes aside, I'll say this much, and I won't take it back. Obviously, there is a conversation that should be had, and I'm only talking to Erana and Ashley right now, right? This is what I will say. Obviously, there's a lot of hurt in this room, okay? And what I would like to show the mothers in this room and the women in this room is the fact that we've all been hurt by somebody we loved. And we've all been hurt by somebody we once had love for. And although things are not in the greatest place, what I will say is this. What I did see that was about to happen, okay, is a grown woman conversation between Erana and Ashley. Because one thing that I said to you guys before, when Monique pitched a bunch of people to me, it was this respectful friendship, situationship, relationship, I'm not playing semantics, that the two of you had that I loved. I loved it. And what's unfortunate is the fact that there's always things that happen on the outside that can affect the inside, okay? Whether that's social media, people in your ear on the streets, whatever, all those things happen. And one thing I will say is this, and we see a lot of this happening, life is too short. You're here today and you could be gone tomorrow. I am somebody who has decided to celebrate Mother's Day, and my mother's not even here. She's in heaven, okay? My mother was diagnosed with breast cancer. We found out in March. She passed away in May. My mother passed away 6 weeks after we learned her diagnosis. And when you are somebody who understands that life is short, this petty bullshit means nothing. And it doesn't. And the one thing that I will say is this. It takes a small effort to just say the past was the past. Because God forbid something happens to any of us after this. Will we really sit here and say, well, I got that bitch together, so nobody will say that. And what I will say, and I know the two of you very well, there's love with the two of you, but there's also hurt with the two of you. And before
okay, so I would like for me and Erana to talk.
Yes,
the
no
question
interruption.
That was at hand. We don't need outside interference because that's what just happened. And y'all can sit there and boo and cheer and whatever you want to do, but y'all weren't listening to what was happening. We were talking about what Erana was specifically apologizing for. I didn't want to talk about what happened a year before that, 2 years before that. I wanted to talk about what happened on August 15th, 2023. It was not okay. I did not feel like you were listening to me. That's it. I came in there when we first started talking. I'm literally telling you, Erana, I'm always defending you guys. I'm always standing up for Jamie. You and I have joked before, like people say whatever. I say, yeah, and then I'm going to follow up. Like, me and you have always joked like that. So I'm like, Erana, you know I would never down talk your family in any derogatory manner. And then you kept over talking me, not necessarily listening to what I was saying. And I was like, Erana, just listen to the actual words I was saying. I never said anything bad about y'all in that way. Anything bad I've said to you.
So we're going to agree to disagree because I don't want to argue anymore. I don't want to say I said this because it didn't get us anywhere. I just want to apologize for saying what I said at the reunion about you and your mothering. I know that you are an amazing mom. You're very hands-on with your kids. I've seen it with my own eyes.
And I think that was the most hurtful thing.
And that's why I'm
Erana
apologizing
has had
to
a
you.
relationship with
I
my
love
children.
your family and your kids.
Yes.
You are an amazing mother.
Thank you.
You do so much with your kids. They love you. You're very loving. I know this, and I apologize. I truly apologize for saying that at the reunion. I do. I really apologize. I love you and your family. I do.
Can you guys hug it out for me, please? Can y'all hug it out for me? Can y'all hug it out? Can y'all hug it out? Get up out your seat. Stand up. Hug this
Because
shit
this
out.
is our show, okay? Me and Erana started this show, so if you want a show, we'll. Well, right now it's about me and you. I don't care about nothing else.
Absolutely. I love your
Get up off your seat. This is what a grown woman conversation looks like.
I love you guys too.
This is something. No, a point that I want to make to you guys is even at Christmas Eve, when Erana and when I told Erana to get the F out of my face, my mom came up and grabbed both of us and put us in the bathroom like little children, and we're like, y'all need to get it together. So that's why I was telling y'all, after Christmas, there was nothing. It was literally like a sisterly relationship, and we went in the bathroom and cried and moved on.
Your mom was upset.
Into
I was
Joy,
like, no.
into Joy. Yes. This, I will say this, because I think that whatever anger you have with me is fine. Joy, okay, or you don't have with me, but honey.
No, guys, listen. I need y'all to listen.
Shut up. We having a moment.
Thank you. Go ahead, Ashley.
Let it go.
A lot of the times with you and I, again, it bothers me because the audience never got to see me and you when it was just me and you. Chilling in my basement, hanging out. Y'all know Bruno don't like nobody. He liked Joy. Joy came over, had doggy dates with us. So that shows you, like, okay, she was cool. The basketball game, he asked if it was anything we regret. I didn't want the basketball game to happen. I said this on the show. I said it at reunion. I wanted Joy and I to have a conversation. That never happened. Had that happened, I think the trajectory would have been completely different. I wish that would have happened. But you were being stubborn, not returning my calls. And then when you wanted to talk to me, I was being stubborn. And then I didn't want to talk to you. So both of us were being stubborn and bullheaded. And we never got to get to that place. And I think that both of us should have put the armor down and accepted what the other one were trying to give to each other. And neither one of us did that. And from my end, I apologize for that. Apology number 3,047 that I've given Joy at this point.
And I received the apology because I even said to Erana, I get why Ashley was like, no, I'm not ready for the apology. Now, the ladies, again, if our issues were just with the ladies, we're good.
And
we can stand here
Joy,
like
talk to Ashley.
Charlie's Angels. And I can apologize for anything that I have said and done.
Joy, that's what you always do. I have to say, Joy, I'm so
No.
no, because let me tell y'all, because you guys gave me such a hard time about my 97 apologies. But Joy got to say, I apologize for whatever I did. That's not okay. I said, Joy, I'm sorry for telling Alicia you were married. Joy, I'm sorry that you felt offended. Joy, I'm sorry that I said that. But so to me, it's like, if you are apologizing to me too for whatever you did, it's like you don't even think or know you've done anything.
My biggest issue is because there are things bigger than myself, and it's my husband. So it is very difficult when accepting an apology when my husband has been disrespected to just receive it and accept it immediately. And I think if the shoe was on the other foot, you probably would feel the same way. And we said it, and we all know the biggest issue was that if the issues were just with the ladies, we would be good. We would have moved on, have fun, spa time, but the issues extended outside of us.
Can you answer this in front of everybody? Because we did talk about this at the reunion. It was not aired. Did Clifton ever try to intimidate me before the basketball game?
No.
Carlos, did we have this conversation on the stage at the reunion? And I said that on New Year's Eve, 2 months before, and on another, at a red carpet event. Y'all be watching my
See, we got fans.
And Joy, you said your exact words were, and the joy of it all.
Yeah, he was trying to fuck with you.
But that's not intimidating. Fuck with you, joking with you, mess with. That's not intimidating.
I know, but that's
no.
I know, but this is the thing.
Because it's not the same
thing. But this is the
thing.
thing. No. I want to say this. I want to say this. When it comes, y'all said
the basketball
something.
game.
No. Let me
that
say, Joy.
happen.
Let me say, Joy. I want to say this. I want to say this. I want to address the fact that at the end of the day, what the three of y'all said makes the most sense. When it comes to the friendship, if it's stuck with the ladies, things would be better.
Yes.
So I would like to just stick with the ladies, because the thing is this. I don't care about the men in the women's business. So what I would like to move forward with
this show without the men, honestly.
Ooh, is that shade Phaedra? No, look, I will say
What I want
this.
to see, Carlos, is them two hug it out.
Can y'all two hug it out, please? Joy and Ashley. Can y'all hug it out, please?
Hug it out.
Honey.
Hug it out. Hug it out, Scorpio.
Hug it out, y'all. Come on.
Just moved away. See, no.
Don't touch me with two fingers. Are you going to hug it out?
Hugs. Yay.
Joy, Joy.
Hey, no. I need a hug.
All three.
They want my D. They want the D.
All three hugs.
Okay, can I get a hug, lady?
Yes.
Carlos also wants my D. Okay, let's sit back down.
Give it up for DC3. This has been the wildest podcast I have ever done in my career. I thought I was surprising these ladies. They actually surprised me. Okay, so I wanted tonight to honor the three ladies in my life. I know how hard it is taping the show. I know how hard it is to be a part of a show where all of these crazy things happen, and then there's a show outside of the show, there's a show within the show, and all those things. And tonight was my way of honoring the three of you. And it is my hope and my heart's desires to spend many, many, many more seasons with the three of you, because this show is nothing without y'all, and I love y'all. Okay?
Thank you, Carlos.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day, everybody.
Happy Mother's Day.
All right, give it up, y'all, for the ladies of Love and Marriage DC. Take us out, Tracy Steele.
We love y'all.